Sister Sister and All-American Girl will not be seen tonight. All-American Girl returns next Wednesday at its regular time, and Sister Sister returns in 2 weeks. Upbeat 30 Years Later is sponsored in part by Ameritech, your link to a better life, and by WMJI, Magic 105.7.
Hey, Don, look what I found in the studio. Didn't you have something to do with this show?
Oh, I sure did.
Must have been fun.
Oh, boy. I bet I haven't seen the sign for... Oh, let me think. Upbeat was on in 1964 to 1971. Wow, that's 30 years. I guess that's why every time I walk by the studio, I think of how many of rock and roll's greatest stars walked through these very doors. 30 years. Boy, it seems like only yesterday that we were taping the Upbeat show right here in this studio. I guess that's why every time I walk by here, I get a little chill. As if the ghosts of the Rocky Elite were still here, and yeah, the ghosts of those who wish they were elite. You know, when I think about it, all those rockers came to Cleveland to get their first bit of national exposure. They came to get their big break. Upbeat, what a show that was. It was seen in over 100 cities nationwide. Yeah, we did it all back then. There were some days. You know, maybe we should do a 30-year look back.
I'll never fall in love again.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Now here's the popular host of Upbeat, Don Webster.
Okay, that's how I looked 30 years ago, but when we come back, we'll show you how some of your favorite performers looked back then. All right, enough of me looking goofy. Look at those old clothes. Upbeat's 30th anniversary special continues right after this.
Are you the kind of guy that really digs a moving machine? Then dig this.
Oh, very funny, guys. All right, now roll the real commercials.
If you really dig moving machines, Chevy's for you. Catch one in the sports department at your Chevy dealer.
There are 3 great compact pickups out there. Dakota, Ranger, and the new Chevy S-Series. Oh, you want one that starts under 10 grand? There are 2 great compact pickups out there. Oh, you want one with more standard horsepower and payload? There's 1 great compact pickup out there. The new Chevy S-Series, with features and performance that make everything else history. An S-Series starts as low as $99.19. S-Series from Chevy, the most dependable, longest-lasting trucks on the road. See your Chevy Network dealers today.
Carl Whelan talks about how the Ameritech Pages Plus helps him get new customers.
First-time customers are very, very important, and the Pages Plus coupon has been a great means for us to get to that customer. The coupons have been more successful than we ever imagined. There wasn't a day that went by that we didn't get 1 coupon in. Once we get them into our store, we keep them coming back. It's really made a difference.
Don't miss your chance. Call now before the book closes.
Why do you listen to Magic?
Everybody on Magic makes you laugh.
Great music.
Because I want to win all the money in the cash prize only.
Listen every day, especially in the morning. That's my favorite radio station. I listen to it all the time.
I love it. It's something different. It changes every day.
I like it that they don't have a lot of commercials. I love Lanigan, Webster, and Malone. I love them.
Makes you want to get up and dance.
I love it. It's my favorite. I love it.
That's my generation.
Good times, great oldies. Magic 105.7.
I've noticed that once a month, some stores always announce a sale. Why can't they have one low price every day? If I'm having a party on Saturday, I can't wait until Monday for a sale on Coca-Cola. It's good to know I can go to Mark's for deep discount prices every day of the year.
Discover the delicious way for chocolate lovers to look and feel their best with Nestle Sweet Success this week at Mark's with a $2 instant rebate coupon.
Mark's is where I can have fun for my money. I like that.
You had rave reviews about the motion picture, A Hard Day's Night. Do you plan to do another one soon?
Yeah, we make another film in February. We hope it's as good, if not better than the one we made.
Who is, if there is, a chief beetle?
Me.
Is there a leader of the group?
Not really. You know, if anybody gets the blame for anything, it's me, so that's why I'm called the leader.
The group has been together for how long before you really became famous?
About 8 years.
8 years?
Us 3. Ringo joined about 3 years ago.
George, you were over in Hamburg.
Yeah, that's
some time
right.
ago, weren't you?
1960, we first met.
Where did Brian Epstein find you?
In Liverpool. We were working in the cabin, which is about 100 yards from the store he owned.
And it went from there?
Yeah.
It went from there. Fine, thank you very much.
Boy, I'll never forget that day. But you know, as big as the Beatles were at that time, nobody knew what a huge influence they would be in the years to come. And of course, we never actually got the Fab Four to perform here in Studio C, the Upbeat studio. But there were plenty of other national superstars of that era who did appear, and Otis Redding was one of them. That was from way back in 1965, but this next clip is from the final television performance of his life, which took place here on the Upbeat Show, and it was on December the 10th of 1967, and Otis performed Try a Little Tenderness.
Just anticipating things that you'll never forget, no. But while she's there waiting, try just a little bit of tenderness. You gotta hold her, tease her, never leave her.
Otis Redding. And following that show, Otis headed down to one of Cleveland's hot spots, Leo's Casino, down on Euclid Avenue. Remember that? He went down there for a concert. And that night, he hopped on a plane for Wisconsin, but he never made it. The plane crashed, and Otis, along with his band, was killed. All but one person. I think it was the drummer. I forget his name. But he fell in lust that night, and because of that young lady, he stayed overnight, missed the flight, and it saved his life. One of the world's first examples of safe sex. Many of the bands that appeared on the show in the 60s went on to form other incredibly successful bands, and a lot of them had big solo careers, too. How about this one? A band that had Eric Clapton, Jeff Beck, and Jimmy Page as their guitarist.
Sick and heart of lonely, deep in dark despair, thinking one thought only, where is she, tell me where, and if she says to you, she don't love me, just give her my message, tell her of my plea, and I know, well, if she had me back again, well, I will never make her sad. I got a heart full of soul.
The Yardbirds. They performed here on Upbeat just weeks before Jimmy Page started Led Zeppelin. In fact, while he was still performing as the Yardbird, he'd already begun recording early Led Zeppelin songs. And a person who seemed to grow up right before our very eyes on Upbeat was a talented young man who, back in those early days, was originally known as Little Stevie Wonder.
For once in my life, I have someone who needs me, someone I've needed so long. For once unafraid, I can go where life leads me. Somehow I know I'll be strong. For once I can touch what my heart used to dream of long before I do. Oh, someone warm like you would make my dream come true. Yeah, yeah, yeah. For once in my life, I won't let sorrow hurt me, not like it's hurt me before. For once I have something I know won't desert me. I'm not alone anymore. For once I can say, this is mine, you can't take it. As long as I know I have love, I can make it. For once in my life, I have someone who needs me. Hey, 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 yeah.
Stevie Wonder performed nearly all of his 8 #1 hits right here on Upbeat. Stevie was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame back in 1989, the same year that Otis Redding was. And the Yardbirds followed with their induction in 1992. You know, I always had a celebrity co-host on Upbeat. Remember that? And you're going to meet one of them coming up next.
For a businessman to give back to his community, it helps to have a successful business. As a GM dealer, I'm able to get involved and give back to my community. I think being a role model is how I give back, to show the kids that you can achieve the things that I've achieved. GM really understands that the community and the kids are our future, and the education is a must.
General Motors, we never forget who's driving.
Dear Dave, I had the good fortune to break down in front of a Wendy's the other day. So I went inside to use the phone. I said, the food looks great. I'm gonna have lunch. I couldn't believe what I could get for 99 cents each. A big hot baked potato, a side salad, and a biggie drink. My whole meal was under $3, which made it an even better deal. And I had plenty left over to pay that cute guy who towed my car away. Love, Marcia.
I love happy endings. Wendy's 99-cent super value menu. Better food makes it a better value.
Need a new mattress? Then come to World of Sleep for some dead of winter hot buys on Serta, makers of the famous Perfect Sleeper. For a limited time, take advantage of red hot prices on a premium queen-size pillow top set. Regularly $5.98, now $3.98. And twin mattresses from just $58. Come see the hot savings at World of Sleep. Hurry, this sale ends soon.
Attention Corvette buyers in Northern Ohio. The buy of a lifetime is this weekend at Victory Chevrolet's 3rd annual Corvette Snowball Sale. Up to $10,000 off a brand new Corvette. Lowest lease price in the USA. Why see one or two when you can see 100 new and used Corvettes? Coupes, convertibles, automatics, all the hard-to-find colors at Victory Chevrolet's 3rd annual Snowball Sale. Top dollar for your Corvette trade-in at Northern Ohio's Corvette headquarters. Bring your snow shovel. You may have to help us dig them out. Take a ride this weekend at Victory Chevrolet's 3rd annual Snowball Sale.
In Amherst, Ohio.
Just because we get around.
Remember, every week our feature act on Upbeat would also double as my special co-host for that show. And one man who shared the spotlight with me on more than one occasion is Gary Puckett, who many of you remember best from Gary Puckett and the Union Gap. And I want to introduce right now, once again, Gary Puckett. Gary, it's nice to see you again.
Thanks, Don. How are you?
Welcome back. It's been a long time.
It's been a long time. It's great to be here.
You know, you look like $1 million. But in all those years, you probably made $1 million.
And so do you, Don. You look great.
They've been good years, huh? Yeah, I want to show everybody something. Remember this. You were one of the people who moved into our Upbeat Hall of Fame. Remember that?
And you know, Don, that's the original record right there. I hung it on my wall for 26 years. So the sun got to it just a little bit, as you can tell. Really, that's actually Julie London singing Cry Me a River. I played that one day.
That's on, okay, we'll turn it over and see what's on the other side, too. You know, I have a little bit of a surprise for you. I want you to look at a monitor right now over here and watch this. Watch. Now, how about that? Did you design those uniforms? Can we call them uniforms?
Well, it was the guys in the Civil War that designed those uniforms, actually. But
well, there you are, all those years ago. Gary Puckett and the Union Gap. And look at this. We're going to show you how you look nice up close and personal. How about that?
Handsome kid, wasn't he?
Oh, boy. Nice clothes, Gary.
We're laughing, too.
You like that? You know, one of the reasons I wanted to show that clip was because they're always pulling the pictures out of the archives of me with those old clothes, as though I were the only person in the world who ever wore them.
Well, I'm sure you weren't the only person. I saw it on the tube.
That's right. I'm glad to see. Did you keep any of yours?
I have 2 of the jackets left. They're hanging in my closet. I should have brought them along. Oh, doggone it.
Mine all went to Goodwill somewhere. I saw one walking down Euclid Avenue one day here, I think, but I wasn't in it.
I've seen mine walking down the avenue, too. But...
Okay. Hey, listen, let's go back a few years and kind of do an introduction to you the way we used to do it.
All right.
All right? And all the way through the song, the way we used to, and you do it for us, okay?
Here we go.
Okay, here we go. All right, everybody, here is Gary Puckett and Young Girl. No, cut. Doesn't work. We need applause. That's what, remember, we used to have applause with all the kids in the audience. That's what we need. So let's really do it the way we used to do it. Here he is, singing Young Girl. Let's hear it for Gary Puckett.
Young girl, get out of my mind. My love for you is way out of line. Better run, girl. You're much too young, girl. With all the charms of a kept the secret of your youth. You led me to believe you're old enough to give me love, and now it hurts to know the truth. Oh, young girl, get out of my mind. My love for you is way out of line. Better run, girl. You're much too young, girl. Beneath your perfume and makeup, you're just a baby in disguise. And though you know that it's wrong to be alone with me, that come on look is in your eyes. Whoa, I'm sure she wonders where you are. Get out of here before I have the time to change my mind, 'cause I'm afraid we'll go too far. Whoa, young girl, get out of my mind. My love for you is way out of line. Better run, girl. You're much too young, girl. Young girl, get out of my mind. My love for you is way out of line. Better
Hey, wonderful. Boy, does that bring back memories. And you know what I like about that song, and I think so many people like about it, is the fact that they're still playing it on the radio all the time.
I like that fact, too.
Yeah, I'm sure. And, you know, when they do that and you hear it regularly, you don't realize how many years have passed, you know, since you put it all together.
But yeah, it's...
You know, I have to say that during the years we did the show, we had a lot of people come through, some good, some bad, some nice, some not so nice. And everybody remembers you as one of the nice guys. And
That's nice to hear.
And it's so nice to see that life has been good to you and you're doing well and you're working and
I'm working
still out there doing it, huh?
Still out there doing it, having a great time, got a great band, got a new album coming out in January.
You do?
So, yeah, you bet.
Well, all right, well, take us through kind of a month of your life. How long are you out on the road?
Well, if it's February, I can tell you I'm probably at home practicing and
All
writing
right.
and things like that. If it's August, we're doing dates constantly. We're working in at the fairs and the festivals all around the nation. We work in the stadiums. We work in the theaters in the round. It's
When you first came here, you worked at Otto's Grotto. Remember? Does that bring back some memories? Yeah.
Yes, that brings back some good memories.
I bet
it was a lot of fun.
What's the difference between your audience today and the audience that many years ago?
You know, there's no difference.
No?
It's the same. I'm very fortunate to have a very wide-ranging audience from the young to the old. In fact, recently a girl of about 15 came to me and said, "Young Girl was written for me." You know, and I said, that's interesting, considering that the song was written many years ago. And she said, "I just discovered that song, and you guys are the greatest, and I love you, and I've got all your records."
So the more things change, the more they stay the same.
That's right.
Huh? You know,
Yeah.
the nice thing about doing this type of thing during the years we did the shows was we always had an opportunity to talk a little bit to somebody, you know, and get to know them a little bit.
Well, there's a brand new one. Hey, Mr. Sun and Bobby Sherman, it's a pleasure to have
Thank
you
you,
back
Don.
again.
It's a pleasure being back.
It's just
It
been
didn't take me very long to get back this time, did it?
No, that's right. The time between trips the last time was about 4 years,
and
I
this
think.
one's been like about 2 months, I think.
As a matter of fact, I was going through our files
no.
the other day and remembering about a young kid from California who came out here to Cleveland trying to sell a record one day, and he was telling me about his mom and dad being in the dairy business.
Right.
And he wanted to go into show business.
What have you got?
Remember that? And
Whose idea was
We
this?
found a picture
Oh,
of
boy.
that short-haired, clean-cut kid from California.
Yeah,
I don't know
right. Now
whether
look
you
at-
can
now
have a look
look
at
at
that.
me. Yeah,
Look
right.
at that. Look at both of us. I'd rather
Wow.
not. Isn't that something?
Gee, that's-
5 years old.
Yeah.
A lot of water's gone into the bridge since those days.
Yes,
probably.
bridge over troubled waters. It certainly has been. It's been very fortunate for me that, you know, the kids have been really great to me. And it's always nice to be back and see you nice people.
Well, I got up this morning and I said, "Good morning, son. I've been looking through the raindrops much too long. I need someone. I can tell you where my mind's at if you'll please just take the time. 'Cause it's such a lovely morning. Won't you walk with me and talk with me a while, Mr. Sun?" I've been running all my life now in search of something I can't find. I've been chasing rainbows, they're just visions in my mind. There's a lot of lonely people just like me who need someone. You see, everybody needs a friend to walk with and talk with sometimes, Mr. Sun.
John Denver is with us on Upbeat again today. John, of course, is the young man who wrote Leaving on a Jet Plane, that song that went on to sell millions and millions and millions. And John is back once again, this time with a different type tune, one that I think you'll enjoy. It's called Follow Me. So let's say hello and welcome once again to John Denver.
To be so in love with you so long. Follow me where I go, what I do and who I know. Make it part of you to be a part of me. It's long been on my mind. You know, it's been a long, long time. I've tried to find a way that I can make you understand the way I feel about you, just how much I need you to be there where I can talk to you when there's no one else around. Follow me where I go, what I do, I know. Make it part of you to be a part of me. Follow me up and down, all the way and all around. Take my hand, say you'll follow me.
Bobby Sherman is our very special guest today. A few minutes ago, and I hope that you didn't tune in late. A few minutes ago, Bobby introduced a brand new record called Hey Mr. Sun. Just wouldn't be right without having him do the big one. So here's Easy Come, Easy Go.
I'm taking the shade out of the sun. Whatever made me think that I was number one, I ought to know. Easy come, easy go. I'm sitting it out. I'm spinning the dial, just thinking about the chump I've been. I have to smile, didn't I know? Easy come and easy go. Start all over again, just hanging around, taking it slow. So happy I found I still can't smile and dig the show. Let me know, easy come, easy go.
Oh, everybody looks so young, right? They never change. No, that's right. We'll be back with more in a minute.
Would you like to ride in my beautiful balloon? Would you like to ride in my beautiful balloon? We could float among the stars together, you and I. For we can fly up and away, my beautiful, my beautiful.
Mercury Grand Marquis, refined outside and inside a brand new interior.
And what's more, Grand Marquis ranked best in its price class in initial quality by J.D. Power & Associates. And this year, there's still V8-powered rear-wheel drive, still plenty of trunk space and dual airbag protection. And the new Grand Marquis is still priced the way you like.
You see, the more things change, the more they stay the same. Mercury Grand Marquis at your Lincoln Mercury dealer now.
Here's all it takes to rise and shine. Ice cold milk. Help yourself.
It's winter again. But why hibernate when you can celebrate? Oops. Just call this number and get a free guide with discount coupons for sports, arts and crafts, nightlife, and fun. Just call, oops, did it again, 1-800-VISIT-PA. Operators are standing by.
Pennsylvania, America starts here.
Don't hibernate. Celebrate.
Why do you listen to Lanigan, Webster, and Malone?
They do make me laugh in the morning.
Because they make me laugh in the morning, and that's what you need.
I grew up with Lanigan.
Maloner's good.
I love his laugh. I think they're wonderful. Sexy voices.
I think Malone in the morning is the best thing that ever happened to that station. He's a great guy, and I love his laugh. I really do.
I love John Webster the best.
Oh, I love Lanigan. He's much funnier than Webster and Malone.
What about Lanigan?
No comment.
Lanigan, Webster, and Malone. Mornings on Magic 105.7.
You know, when Don Webster called me to tell me you were celebrating Upbeat, I got thinking, 1964 to 1971. That was a long time. A lot of great songs, a lot of great music. Don, you and I share a great deal in common. I congratulate you and hope you have a great time. Wish I could join you, and all my best of good wishes to everybody there, and Upbeat. We'll see you soon.
That was nice, wasn't it, Don?
Yeah, it was. Thank you very much, Richard. Appreciate that. You worked with Dick over the years, I'm sure.
Several times, indeed.
And Dick and I worked with a lot of people who made a lot of money. And I would like to let you know right now how much money some people made on the Upbeat show back in the 60s.
I'd like to know myself.
All right. How about Ray Stevens? He made $210 when he appeared on the show. Yeah, $210. That's right. George Carlin was on, $265. We had the Fifth Dimension on here, $300 for the whole Fifth Dimension.
And they split that up?
They split it up. The great Gene Krupa, the great drummer, one of the most sought-after autographs in the world, on the back of this check, because he got $265.
Incredible.
I couldn't find one of your old checks. I'd be too embarrassed to show it to you. You know, we really worked with a lot of people, and a lot of people like you who had a lot of big hits and hit after hit. And there were also some one-hit wonders, you know, who came by. I'm sure you remember some of those.
I remember some of those, indeed.
Okay, and we're going to let you have a look right now.
And right now, the Ides of March. A group of fellows from Chicago have been with us before here on the show, and this is really a monster song. No matter which dial you punch on that radio, you hear this one. It's a biggie, and it's a great tune to get us underway. It's called Vehicle.
Hop inside my car. I got pictures, got candy, I'm a lovable man, and I can take you to the nearest star. I'm your vehicle, baby. I'll take you anywhere you wanna go. I'm your vehicle, woman. By now I'm sure you know that I love you, I need you, I want you, got to have you shine. Great God in heaven, you know I love you. Hollywood. But if you want to see just like you are, you know I think you really should. I'm your vehicle, baby. I'll take you anywhere you want to go. I'm your vehicle, woman. By now I'm sure you know that I love you, I need you, I want you, got to have it shine. Great God in heaven, you know I love you. Oh, you know I do. I depend upon it, so lay a little loving on me. Let me hear you now. Lay a little loving on me. You're gonna want me, baby. Lay a little loving on me. All right. Honey, doggone it, I depend upon it, so lay a little loving on me. Honey, I want you. Baby, I need you. I love you. Lay a little loving on me, oh yeah. Honey, doggone it, I depend upon it, so lay a little loving on me. Let me hear you now. Lay a little loving on me. You're gonna want me, baby, oh yeah. Honey, doggone it, all right. So lay a little loving on me. Just the girls singing. Lay a little loving on me, that's right. Lay a little loving on me. You gotta feel it now.
Occasions now to wrap it all up. This was really one of the biggies, if not so long ago. And I know it's going to bring back a lot of memories to a lot of people. Let's wrap it up then with The Occasions and favorite of days gone by, almost a golden oldie, I guess. It's called I'm a Girl Watcher.
I'm a girl watcher. I'm a girl watcher. Watching girls go by. My, my, my. I'm a girl watcher. I'm a girl watcher. Here comes one now. I was just a boy when I threw away my toy. I found a new pastime well on. Whenever I detect members of the other sex, I play the game I do so well on. I'm a girl watcher.
You know, we could play a Where Are They Now game, I guess.
Let's do.
Yeah.
No, let's don't.
I don't know where some of those people are now, do you?
No, I think many of them are probably out of the business, actually.
Well, out of the business, or maybe they're investment bankers. Who knows?
They
right?
could be.
You know, we actually, we're so lucky to have major performers like Gary Puckett come to the Upbeat Show time after time over the 8 years that the show ran. And the people of America, the viewers of Upbeat, were treated to performances by the very best and the brightest in the music business. Just take a look.
Here's an example of the 60-second promo we ran when Bobby Sherman was featured.
Hi, I'm Bobby Sherman, and I'll be on Upbeat this week singing my latest hit, Easy Come, Easy Go. And here's my buddy Don Webster with this week's guest lineup. Don?
Thank you very much, Bobby. And this week's show also features the fabulous Little Anthony and the Imperials. From Chicago, some old friends are back with us once again, the Buckinghams. Sly and the Family Stone, and they'll be doing a medley of their big hits. Heavy Detroit group, the Bob Seger System. Pleasure to see Bob back with us once again. From Broadway, the star of Hair, Mr. Robin McNamara. And you'll see the Funky Chicken performed by soul star, Mr. Rufus Thomas. And out to the West Coast we go for the Click. Miss Betty Levette is back with us, all our regular gang, and of course much more here on Upbeat, America's top contemporary music show.
You know, you worked with a lot of people who were on the show, and Burton Cummings, for one, I guess you still see, don't you?
Yes, indeed. I saw him on the Ringo tour recently.
Good.
He's doing very well.
He sure is. And we're going to feature him in a few minutes.
I'm looking forward to that.
Good. You know, one person who really was a big kick when he was on the show was Sly. Sly and the Family Stone.
He was always a big kick.
Yeah, he sure was. I remember one day, he was supposed to do 2 numbers, and you know how he used to dress? You know, you think that we dress funny. I mean, that was something else. And I sat down after his first number next to the piano, and I said, you know, Sly, your mom dressed you funny this morning. Well, he took offense to that, and he never did do the second song. So we got a lot of good stories to tell.
Can you blame the guy?
Not enough time to tell them all, but it's certainly nice to see you again.
Thanks, Don.
And it's really wonderful. I know that everybody watching wishes you the very best, and I'm going to invite you back, and we'll do it 25 years from now again.
I'll be here.
Already good. Okay, we'll be back right after this.
When I first started, General Motors didn't have a lot of dealers who looked like me. Times are changing. GM is changing. Like this new GM Dealer Scholarship Program, which was designed to train minority students to become managers and future dealers. It's a full 4-year scholarship program with a summer internship. Before you know it, GM's going to have more dealers who look just like me.
General Motors, we never forget who's driving.
You have a right to competent medical care, but what if you don't get it? Dan Finelli is a physician who has practiced medicine for 12 years. As an attorney with the law firm of Muska and Moralia, Dan has a special understanding of your legal rights in medical circumstances. Attorneys at Muska and Moralia have more than 100 years combined experience protecting the rights of people just like you. Free consultation, no fee unless you collect. Also available for auto accidents, job injuries, and all other accident claims. Call Muska and Moralia with the tough questions. We'll give you the straight answers.
Cindy's working to save you money.
People shop Finest for low, low prices.
Well, Finest has always been the place to save.
We power price all our cold remedies.
You do?
Which means you won't find a lower price anywhere, not even at drug or discount stores.
Boy, that makes me feel good. What else?
Most Finest can fill your prescriptions.
That sure is convenient.
Low prices, too.
Of course, that's Finest.
Finest, we're the people who save you money.
You don't have to tell the people along the Chagrin River about its wrath. They felt it before. Monday morning, it was rising again, and so were fears. The mayor had to decide whether to evacuate.
And I have to say thank you to Mark Johnson at Channel 5. We came in, we turned on the TV, and we were watching the radar weather throughout the morning with him, and that helped us tremendously.
He was watching News Channel 5. We were watching out for you.
To be free, we must learn to love. We must learn to love. We must learn to love.
Here are the Upbeat dancers now as they demonstrate the very latest in dance routines.
Over the years, we've had 4 choreographers: Dick Blake, Jeff Kutash, Linda Wilkie, and Hank Nystrom. Jeff went on to great success out on the West Coast. He's choreographed numbers for the Grammy Awards, the Emmy Awards, and has also produced the award-winning Jeff Kutash's Splash. And that show has been running for years out in Reno and in Las Vegas. And it was recently named the best review in Nevada for 1994. Dick Blake has a very successful business here in the Cleveland area and still can be seen dancing now and again. And of course, many of the dancers, I think, living in Northeast Ohio, raising their families, are looking around every once in a while talking about their days as an upbeat dancer. As we look back, it's really great to see how many artists that we featured on the Upbeat Show, and they've carried their success into even greater successes in the 1990s. One example is Burton Cummings. Burton was the lead singer for the Guess Who, the most successful group ever to come out of Canada. They performed all 9 of their top 10 hits on the Upbeat Show. And just a few summers ago, you might have seen Burton when he played with Ringo Starr's band at the Blossom Music Center. And now he has a brand new single called Take One Away. But before we take one away, let's take a look back at Burton Cummings and the Guess Who when they did These Eyes on the Upbeat Show in the year 1969.
These eyes cry every night for you. These arms long to hold you again. The heaven's on me, yeah. And I will never be free, no, my baby, no, no. You gave a promise to me, yeah. You broke it, oh no. These eyes watched you bring my world to an end. This heart could not accept and pretend. The heaven's on me, yeah, that I will never be free, no, no, no. You took the vow with me, yeah, you spoke it, hey.
And now, 25 years later, Burton Cummings' newest single, Take One Away.
Now I can hear you bleeding on the radio.
short hour we have tonight, we certainly don't have time to show you the hundreds and hundreds of great acts that were featured on Upbeat, but let's take a quick look at just some of the folks who are bound to bring back a lot of memories for you.
You've painted up your lips and rolled and curled your tinted hair. Ruby, are you contemplating going out somewhere? The shadow on the wall tells me the sun is going down. Oh, Ruby, don't take your love to town.
In the cool of the evening when everything is getting kind of groovy, I call you up and ask you if you'd like to go with me and see a movie. First you say no, you've got some plans for the night, and then you stop and say, all right, love is kind of crazy with a spooky little girl like you.
I know that the end of my mind is so near.
Give me a ticket for an aeroplane. Ain't got time to take a fast train. Lonely days are gone, I'm a-going home. My baby just wrote me a letter. I don't care how much money I gotta spend. Got to get back to my baby again. Lonely days are gone, I'm a-going home. My baby just wrote me a letter. When she wrote me a letter, said she couldn't live without me no more. Listen, mister, can't you see I got to get back to my baby once more.
In the morning, morning, I'll be with you in the morning. In the morning, morning, gonna get you in the
memories sweeten through the ages just like wine. Quiet thoughts come floating down and settle softly to the ground like gold of autumn leaves around my feet. I touch them as they burst apart with sweet. What is the loneliest number one? Is the loneliest number one? Is the loneliest number?
Never fall in love again. I'll never fall in love again.
But I knew she had made me happy.
I was only 24 hours from Tulsa. Only one day away from your arms. The jukebox started to play, and nighttime turned into day as we were dancing closely. All of a sudden I lost control as I held her charms, and I caressed her, kissed her, told her I'd die before I would let her out of my arms. Oh, I was only 24 hours from Tulsa. Only one day away from your arms. I hate to do this to you, but I love somebody new. What can I do when I can never, never, never go home again.
Well, this has been a lot of fun tonight, hasn't it? Reminiscing, seeing some of these old faces, hearing some of these old songs. But I got to tell you, when you really want nostalgia, there's nothing like the Harley Diner. And when it comes to nostalgia, I'll have a cherry Coke. How about that?
Hey, Don, don't you know that vanilla Cokes are a lot better?
Dennis Berry. Dennis
How you
Berry,
doing, Don? Good to see you.
I think everybody in town knows your face by now, but for those who don't, and by the way, here are Cokes.
Ah, vanilla
I still
Coke.
like cherry
Thank you.
better. Okay. The director of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Well, it's good to be here with you, Don, especially on this occasion.
You know, it's nice to look back because so much happened in this town, and so many things started, so many records were broken, right?
Right. Great rock and roll town, great history.
Always has been. And who was it who called it the Phantom Rock and Roll Hall of Fame not so long ago?
I think it was Mick Jagger a few years ago, long before we started building it, because I think for a lot of people, they thought there would never be a real Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and furthermore, they didn't know what it was going to be when it was built.
All right, well, number one, it is going to be built, and it'll open when? So
it's opening Labor Day of 1995.
Okay, all set to go. On target, huh? Yeah. What's going to just knock your socks off about this one?
Well, I think people probably think it's just a place to look at old memorabilia, see Elvis's shirt and James Brown's cape, and indeed we'll have all those things, and we've got fabulous collections. But we really want to tell the story of rock and roll, and we want to get into that history, where it came from, how it got started, and more than that, how it changed your life. Because it changed the way we dress, the way we speak, the way we make commercials, all aspects of our life, and that's what we're going to do.
And I think another thing that's going to happen, most people don't realize that we'll have visitors from all over the world. There are rock and roll fans in Asia and Europe and Malaysia, right?
Absolutely. You know, rock and roll accounts for something like 60% of all music sold in the world. And there are huge fans in Japan and other places, and we expect them to beat a path here to Cleveland when we open.
Well, we're certainly looking forward to it. In the fall of 95, just a few months away. So here's to you with the best Coke, a cherry Coke.
I think it's vanilla.
No, I still like a cherry Coke.
It's vanilla.
I think it's cherry.
And though I have to suffer when you're feeling blue, my life would be much tougher if I didn't have you. Oh, baby, I know all about you. Beauty woman, can't live without you. Beauty, beauty, beauty. The woman I love you. You bet your life I do. Oh, beauty woman, you know I love you. A moody woman, I think the world of you.
All right, we're talking with Cars about BP Super 93 with the Ice Guard guarantee. How do you feel knowing your fuel line's not going to freeze?
Oh, it makes me feel sensational because I'm going to start every morning.
I ran all last winter on Ice Guard.
But what about the cars that don't have the protection of Super 93 with Ice Guard?
I think they're taking their chances. I think their owners may go out one day and find a surprise.
You go or BP pays
Right,
the
I'll
tow.
go or BP pays the tow.
So get BP Super 93 with Ice Guard. BP on the move.
You won't catch me stuck this winter.
Uh-huh.
Carl Whelan talks about how the Ameritech Pages Plus helps him get new customers.
First-time customers are very, very important, and the Pages Plus coupon has been a great means for us to get to that customer. The coupons have been more successful than we ever imagined. There wasn't a day that went by that we didn't get one coupon in. Once we get them into our store, we keep them coming back. It's really made a difference.
Don't miss your chance. Call now before the book closes.
There are 3 great small sedans out there: Civic DX, Corolla, and the new Geo Prism. Oh, you want to add any luck brakes? There are 2 great small sedans out there. Oh, you want the one that's best in its class in initial quality? There's 1 great small sedan out there, the all-new Geo Prism, with dual airbags, available ABS, and more. It's $700 less than Corolla. Prism starts around $12,000. Geo Prism, 1 great small sedan. See your Chevy Network dealers today.
Why do you listen to Magic?
I love oldies. It always puts me in a good mood.
It turns me on. I love WMJI.
We listen to it every morning on the way to work. We listen to Magic all the time.
Number 1.
105 is the greatest radio station in Cleveland. Number 1.
You have just won $5,000. The WMJI Magic Cash Prize Oldie.
Good times, great oldies. Magic 105.7.
Why don't you check out your mind? Been with you all the time. Why don't you check out your mind? Been with you all the time.
got tonight.
Putting the show together, we return to some of the best times of our lives. I hope we've helped you to remember some good times, too. You know, it's really a funny thing. We lived through some of the greatest years of rock and roll here on Upbeat, and at the time, we didn't even know it. Yes, those were the days.